You are not doing enough. You look lazy. Come on, pick up the pace. I want to stop. I can't do this. This is the moment I believed in myself for the first time. I did it. I ran a mile. I beat myself up the entire time as if I wasn't completing my goal. What if I would have encouraged myself instead? Exchange your thoughts. Replace your words. Transform your life. Hello, beautiful. How are you? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the Renfro show. Today we are talking about uncomfortable conversations as a part of day 1 of relationship week. So I know you guys, I had shared a video earlier, but it cut in, so I'm gonna give y'all a second to come back to this video because y'all live in the wrong video right now, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and get started. First, make sure you tune in this Friday. It is historical debate segments where we talk about Black Wall Street. So make sure you guys tune in for that, okay? You know what we're gonna do real quick before we get started? I'm gonna delete that video because y'all over here watching the wrong page and it's so annoying. Yeah, we're gonna delete that, so don't mind me real quick. Just gotta delete something. Okay, bet. We in there now. We in there. All right, awesome. So before we get into relationship week and our uncomfortable conversations, I've got some news for you guys. 2 great white sharks were found in a Laurel Lake here in Kentucky. Can you believe it? They swam 920 miles from the Mississippi River to the Gulf of Mexico and ended up in Kentucky somehow. I don't know how, but it happened some kind of way. Don't go swimming if you are in the Laurel River and the Laurel Lake area. The Kentucky Conservation Department has been contacted, so hopefully they'll get them hoes out of there real quick. Speaking of dangerous, some gangs in LA have been making their own guns, and they're untraceable ghost guns. Yeah, so what they're doing is they're buying partially made guns that aren't required to have a serial number, and then they order the rest of the parts off of Amazon, and then they make them shits. Look at them guns, y'all. Those look legitimate to me. They don't look like ghost guns. They look real as shit. So, I mean, LA, it's a smart move, in my opinion. That's a smart move. But whatever. You know, hook your girl up for 1 or 2 or something like that. Jim Jones was arrested again. Okay? Not for performing balling. No, not really. He was actually involved in a police chase. He was the passenger while a vehicle was pulled over, and instead of pulling over, they started a police chase. Okay, once they were actually pulled over, by the way, they most definitely hit a deputy's vehicle, one for Jim Jones. They found weed, pills, vape cartridges, THC oil, 2 pistols, and cash. So because no one owned up to it, everyone in the vehicle was charged for those items. But of course, he was released within hours on a $7,000 bond. Because when you got money, money talks, okay? Up next, what's this dude's name? Michael Sellium, a deputy district attorney in the San Bernardino County area in California, has made some questionable social media posts. He is literally responsible for leading a prosecution team for gang members, but he himself sounds like a gang member. In reference to Maxine Waters, he said, being a loudmouth cunt in the ghetto, you would think someone would have shot this bitch by now. First of all, about my boo Maxine, I'm gonna go in on your ass. Because who the fuck are you, first of all? And when referring to a civilian who was killed in police brutality, he said, and I quote, "That shitbag got exactly what he deserved." Yo, this is an attorney. That's why I told y'all in a previous episode, we need to be the attorneys. Get your ass and go to law school. We need to be the judges. And when I say we, I mean black people. We need to be the judges. We need to be the attorneys. We need to be the doctors. It's really that simple. Get off your ass, get some motivation, because they will push us out. Okay? Food for thought. Let that sit on your brain. Up next, a 20-year war has finally ended through Ethiopia and, y'all, I don't know how to say this. I literally Googled the pronunciation of this word and completely forgot. You know what? Fuck that. I'm not even about to try to say that word. Anyways, they ended a 20-year feud. In 1998 and in 2000, they had a war that killed over 70,000 people. So yeah, the fact that Africa is out here making big moves and Trump is still our president is beyond me. But okay, America is literally the most powerful country in the entire world, yet we can't solve some shit like police brutality, homeless. You know what I'm saying? I heard Nevada made like 70 million in their first month or two of making marijuana legal, so maybe we should think about it. Also, on lighter news, July 12th is Pay Your Age for any friend at Build-A-Bear Workshop. So take your kids to Build-A-Bear Workshop on July 12th. They pay their age and they can pick any friend. Now, you do have to be a part of the bonus club membership, so make sure you go check out their Facebook page to get all the details of what you need to do to pay your age for your new furry friend. Okay, that's super exciting. I want to do it, but I'm pretty sure you have to be like 14 and under. Some weird shit like that. I don't know why they made that rule. I like stuffed animals. Let me know in the comments if y'all like stuffed animals, because I sure as shit do. I cuddle with them hoes. What up, Jack, Quinn, Demetria, Molly? Thank you guys for joining me. All right. As you guys know, it is relationship week. And I am all about I'm open about my relationships and the shit that I've been through. Sometimes not by choice. But today, we're going to talk about some uncomfortable conversations that I've had. And I've got, some receipts for you guys. But up first, watch this clip of some uncomfortable conversations at the library.
All right, with that being said, let's get right into the video. Embarrassing phone calls in the library. Let's get it.
Yeah, Mom. I think my dick fell off. Oh my, I really think it did.
Bro, let me tell you about this. So last night, she let me suck on her toes, and I almost got the whole foot. Like the heel and everything. Just a little.
No way. Dude, I'm done eating ass. I'm done with it. No, because I tried. And the next thing you know, I got a whole freaking full diaper in my mouth. I got poop all in my mouth. I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, bro, listen. Like, one thing led to another, and then she just, took a shit all in my mouth. All up in it, bro. And like I'm not no bitch, so like I just had to take it. You know, it was stuck in my teeth like toothpaste.
No, because it did not taste like chocolate. No, it did not, despite what you keep telling me. All right, well, it had a little sweet tang to it, but look, I'm done with it, okay?
Yo, bro. So I was waxing my balls last night, and I think I still got some of the wax paper stuck on it. You think you could come over and help rip it off?
Babe. No, babe, come on, stop. I'm not having sex with you again. You're my cousin. What do you think when your mom finds out?
Yo, bro, check this. Bro, I just dyed my pubic hairs blonde, bro. Nah, bro, I'm trying to be like Paul Pogba. Yeah, the soccer player. Yeah, bro, they're blonde, bro. I dyed my pubic hairs blonde, bro.
Yes, we would have cute babies, all right? But you're my cousin. We're not doing any... All right, one more time? Fine, we'll do it one more time. But never again. You are my cousin. Enough of this.
Nah, bro, I mean, they kind of itchy right now. I don't know if it's because of, like, crabs, herpes. I don't know. I got all three, bro. I'm kind of wilding. No, bro. I'll take a picture right now. Yeah, I'm gonna send you a picture. Hold on.
Yeah, Mom, I don't know how to tell this to you, but, I walked in on Grandpa watching midget porn. No, yeah, it was like midgets. It was like they were doing some type of Cinderella and the 12 Dwarves or something. I know, and then I tried to act like I didn't see it.
Oh, my God. No. Listen. You're eating my ass tonight. No, listen. You're eating my ass tonight. You're not going out with your friends, okay? You're eating my ass tonight.
And they had just had like 12 little guys. I don't know. I don't want to elaborate on it, but I know I'll go check on them. I didn't see too much. I mean, everything was proportionate, like in shrink size.
No, I do not care. You're eating my ass tonight. When I come home from work, you're spreading my cheeks and you're eating my ass. I'm talking tongue swirl and everything, okay? No, I don't want to hear it. You're eating my ass tonight. Final. Understood? All right, bro. See you later.
You know what? No, that's it. You're shitting on my face tonight. You heard me. You're shitting on my face. And if you don't, I'm gonna shit on your face.
Yo, bro. So last night I was waxing my ass. You know how I like to keep it smooth and shit, right? And you also know how I like getting spanked in the bedroom. So after I waxed my ass, my cousin came over and she just started spanking me. It was just like, But it wasn't hard enough for my liking, so she brought out the tennis racket and then she just started going ham on it. She was like,
So I go home with this girl. All right, long story short, the next morning I wake up, roll over, and she has a dick. No, I'm being serious. Like a dead-ass, little-ass dick. It was like the size of like the little pigs in a blanket, little things.
And then after that, my ass, it just looks like a waffle now. But it's like, it's really hard to sit down. And bro, I don't know if I need to go to the doctors or anything, but you know I like getting it smacked, right? So I just...
No, that's what I'm saying. And there are these little two balls too, and I was like, what the hell? And that's the thing, I had no clue. No, but I didn't. In the Uber on the way back, I thought I felt something rubbing up against my thigh, but I just thought it was like her purse or something. I didn't know. Well, her purse. I don't know. Bro, all I'm saying is be careful. 2018, you might mess around, wife you a nigga on accident. I don't know.
My bad, y'all. My bad. My bad. It's been a long day. Okay, anyways, hey, when he said you're going to eat my ass tonight. I felt that. I felt that on a spiritual level. I swear I did. What up, Rebellious? Thank you for joining. What up, Lotus? Hey, girl. It's my baby girl right there. Y'all can hear me now, though, right? I'm pretty sure y'all can. All right. So, recently, I had it muted, y'all. My bad. Shit. Fuck it. I'm not perfect. Recently, I was involved in a very public, uncomfortable conversation, and I want to share that with you guys. As some of you may know, I have a divorce, blah, blah, blah. Who gives a fuck? Anyways, he felt the need to go to Facebook to publicly announce his emotion for whatever. Anyways, he felt the need to publicly say some shit. I hope y'all can read that. I know if you're watching from your phone, it's going to be a little small. So I'll try to paraphrase everything for you. He basically saw a post that I made called Soulmate Chronicles, where I was talking to a future soulmate that does not exist. And he decided to make this post where he, got other people involved in our marriage and divulged details that I had previously never told. Disclaimer, I am not salty. Like, I am not trying to in any way bash him or whatever. I'm just trying to tell my story, okay? Cool. So, in the post, let me see. Let me go back. I told him, I wasn't salty, so I told you it would make you feel better if you released all that shit on Facebook, but it is what it is. After he made that post, I got some threats in my DM. Honey, people were going in on my ass in my DM because he had made that post and he is a soldier, so they was telling me I had no respect for my country and all this kind of crazy shit. But anyways, after I let him know what was going on in my DMs is when he posted the I have not been a perfect husband to Rachel Renfro, blah, 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 trying to save ass, which I appreciated that. Trust and believe, I appreciated that very much so. He was trying to take responsibility for a mistake he made or whatever may have you. But I explained to him that the damage has been done at this point. His family, already looked at me a certain kind of way. So it was what it was to me. Thank you for the apology. But it was what it was. You got other people involved in our marriage and then try to get on my ass because I had got other people involved. Bro, you opened up this conversation. Don't come for me because I am quite comfortable talking about my mistakes. Any person that I've done dirt with in my entire life can come on these comments right now and tell me and blast me for some shit that I've done. And I'm going to say, hell yeah, that was me. I made that mistake. And if it was not for that mistake that I made, I would not be here today. So go ahead. Throw all the dirt in the world that you want out there because I know I don't owe any explanation to you or anyone else of that matter. Okay? I did what I did. It was who I was at the time. I am no longer that person. Therefore, we move forward. Hey, Quinn. Oh, thank you, Quinn, for listening. He said he listens to me while he's on the road. Thank you for that. I appreciate you guys for real because, y'all don't understand. I was fake as hell, y'all. I was fake as fuck. So for me to, be the real version of me and you guys actually like it, I appreciate that more than anything in life. But back to this uncomfortable conversation. Y'all can take y'all's time to read this. Let me see. Y'all can take y'all's time to read that. I'm not going to read that. But it was me, he tried to bring up, don't add to the black divorce rate. Boy, don't try to come at me with something I'm educated in. Please don't do that. Because what's more important than the black divorce rate is the rate of black people who fucking hate each other, but they're in a relationship that they have to be in because they have kids. That's right there. Yeah, that's real shit. Today we have guests on the show today. We have two very special guests on the show today. And I'm going to introduce them in 1 second. I have to unmute their mics because, you know, Lotus, she caught that blonde moment earlier. But my bad, y'all. It's been a long day. So what up with you guys? Your mics are live. Can you guys introduce yourself? Let's start with whoever. Y'all go ahead.
My name is Stokes, a.k.a. Stokey Pokey T. Stokes.
Hey, what up, though?
What's going on? My name is Gerald Jackson, part of AFA 1906.
Pull your mics back a little bit. Oh, okay. So this is relationship week. Y'all got some uncomfortable conversations. Y'all want to have some?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good?
Yeah, I'm going through it too.
Ooh, can I have a little bit of tea, please? Can I have some tea?
Well, me personally, I deal with a lot of things. You know, I am, you know, gay, lesbian. I do like women, whatever else it is. And I deal with a lot of women who ain't never been with a woman before.
Oh, you like to turn them?
Yeah, I would say turn them, but I like to feel special. Like I'm they, you know. It's like taking their virginity all over again. You know, but I like to feel special. It's like being their only one. Usually I'm their first girl, so it's something new for them. You know what I mean?
I'm with it. Okay. So is it just that because it's a new experience for them, they get into it and then be like, nah, I'm good, and that's where the problem is?
No, well, since we are talking about uncomfortable conversations, you know, one thing I do deal with, like you was just saying, in a relationship is a lot of these women that I'm with, and like I told you, they've been with a man a long time and a part in their life. So I have to deal with a lot of things on my shoulder. I have to be the dominant one. At the same time, I'm still a lady. You know what I mean? I have to take a lot of responsibility in a lot of different areas. On top of that, even if I do get the girl's heart and she falls in love with me, then I have to also deal with the mother, and I have to deal with the family, and I have to make her comfortable in all those different worlds and ways. You see what I'm saying?
Wow. I've never even thought about that perspective. Like, yes, you are gay, but you're still a lady.
Yes,
like,
ma'am. I'm still a lady.
Wow,
and sometimes I just want to, sometimes, you know, I can't help who I am or what I like, but sometimes I just want to be a woman. Sometimes I might just like some flowers. You know, I always got to wear that type of baggage on my back and carry the team like that. You feel me?
Wow. Thank you for being open enough to share something like that.
Yeah,
for
that
real.
That could be stressful sometimes. Cause
And
I'm still a lady.
Sometimes
I'll be like, damn. I'll be like, shit, we need a motherfucking man or something. I don't know. We need motherfucking help. I'll be like, shit, this is what it takes. Shit, we need one to go take out our garbage, help us out a little bit. Shit, you know what I'm saying? It gets a little hard.
Wow. You got anything to relate to that, Gerald?
Kind of not really. With like relationship wise, I've had a couple that's run into like the whole like race problem. Like I dated this girl. We dated for 10 months, but her parents were racist. They're from Corbin. They didn't like me at all. There would be times where I would overhear her mom like cussing about me over the phone, and it got to a point one time where her parents bribed her to break up with me.
Wow.
And
yeah, because you're black.
Yeah, because I'm black.
Right.
And I was telling her, I'm like, this is crazy. Like I never thought I would run into this and whatnot. But like the past 3 or 4 girls I've talked to, except from the last one, their parents either were racist, just straight up, or were kind of like low key about it. But yeah, that was one where it was like every month. It took, her mom started to like me. Her dad never came around to that. But every month, every day, if they talked to their parents on the phone, she would have to have like an argument, cussing back and forth, all because I'm black. And I was like,
that goes into the same key, because whether it's race, or whether it's another woman or whatever, it's about dealing with the differences that you have to deal with.
Exactly.
Trying to be with somebody, and it can get hard on race or just being the same gender.
Right.
Especially dealing with society and how other people think. That's just a lot you got to deal with.
Have you ever met your girl's parents?
Yes, I have. To be honest with you, Since I dealt with past experience, like I had an ex and she was just so in love with me and I just love you and I want to be with you and I don't care and all of this and that. And I'm like, yeah, I understand that because, you know, this ain't my first rodeo, but I know the relationship with your mother. I dealt with an ex with me and her mother. We was actually on great terms. She loved me. She talked to me. Even when she did knew I was bisexual. I said bisexual. That's what she would always say. Right. You don't really like women. You like men too. I'm like, shit, I know what I like. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, once she found out, I was great. Stokes was great. I was a great person. Everything was fine until she found out me and her daughter was together. Ooh. Even when she knew about my lifestyle, she's like, even when it come to biblical terms, she's like, it doesn't matter what you are as long as you're content and true to yourself, and it doesn't matter what people think and every single thing else. Well, all of that changed about Stokes. Once you found out I was with your daughter, then everything changed around. And it's the same thing as probably as when you was with your girl. As long as they thought y'all were just probably friends and y'all was cool, it was okay. Yeah. But when you go to another level, then it's a whole different distraction in it. You know what I'm saying? Because
they knew about me a little bit from the jump. But they was kind of okay with me. But the moment we started to date, it's like, she's dating a black man. This isn't okay. Because Corbin, if y'all don't know, is a very racist town, from what my mom told me and my grandparents. So the moment we started dating, like, they completely just switched up. It was a wrap. And from then, it was a battle every day to try to get. Sometimes I felt bad. I should have left it earlier because her and her parents were close. But it's like, I tried to get them to see, like, yes, I'm black, but I'm a good person. I treat your lady right. Like,
that has nothing to do with your heart, your soul,
my heart.
Race you are. Yeah,
it's for her. But like I said, her dad and her mom came around slowly, but it just never got to that point where they're like fully okay with it. And it's crazy because on another side note, that same girl cheated on me. And when she cheated on me at school, she transferred schools to be with another guy. Right. Well, he cheated on her.
Was he black?
Yeah. He was black too, which I didn't understand.
Once you go black, you never go back, baby.
Right. So after that, she hit me up in February talking about, I'm sorry for everything I've done for you. Like, I didn't mean it. Here's my phone number. And she's transferring back to EKU this fall.
Ooh, uncomfortable conversation.
She's going to be salty when I'm on campus, see me stepping, showing on campus, and she can't have me no more.
You better flex on that hoe.
I'm going to.
And you know, another thing is, I think I dealing with relationships and with it being same gender sexes is one thing I've had, and like I said, I won't talk about my previous relationship because we are, you know what I'm saying, staying together, working. I'm going to put my business all over the world. But I'm telling you from experience, you know, one thing I have a problem with, I like who I like. I am who I am. There's no changing that. Me liking a woman or loving a woman, I was not taught to like a woman or love a woman. I did not grow up in a home where I seen my mother and another woman together or my father and another man together. I was not raised like that. I was actually even raised in a church. But one thing that bothered me, what people say is, you know, people have it in common biblical sense, or, oh, that's a sin, or, oh, you gay, you can't get to heaven, or, oh, God doesn't want this, or do this or do that. Well, they can't tell me that because liking a woman and being with a woman, this has been in me since I was 4 years old. And this is how I know 4 years old, because it was preschool before kindergarten. And I had my first attraction towards a teacher that walked in. I could feel a pulse inside my body and stuff, you know what I'm saying, and knew. And as I was growing and kept growing, you know, I always had these thoughts no matter what. Nobody can take these thoughts away from me. I always picked my friends that was the most prettiest friends, and, you know, we writing little letters and shit, I love you. Shit that regular friends you wouldn't think wrote, but you know what I'm saying? The world and society makes it so that you can't express that. You can't say that. It makes it seem like something, back then especially, it made it seem like you were crazy or this was going on, but the thoughts were still there. Well, as I got older, you know, I could think dudes is cute, you know what I'm saying? Whatever else it is, I know when one's cute, you know, they my bestest friends in the world. I've always been a man's best friends, you know, and they like, shit, you mean to tell me she could flip, she could play basketball, she can climb trees, do everything? I was their best friend. The problem when man came in, that is when it's time to be intimate, have sex with me, that's what kind of knocked me off then. You know what I mean? But I'm not one of those I don't like men or this, but I am who I am. So with me being who I am, you cannot tell me that I can't make it inside the gates of heaven like that. They contradict themselves. God knew who you were going to be before you were going to be. He knew this, he knew that, he knew this. Well, you know, I have a great soul. And like you saying, regardless of your race or whatever else, the soul you have in you, the type of person you are, it should not make anybody look at you because of what your love preference is. But one thing I don't agree with now is I am who I am. I don't like how society has switched it. You see, back then coming up, you couldn't do that. You couldn't express that. That's why a lot of men and a lot of people was killing themselves and doing different things like that because they thought they was just so abnormal because society made it that way. But that starts back when girls wear pink, boys wear blue. Yep. Girls wash the dishes, boys take out the garbage. It goes on, but everything we know we were taught. We were taught that, even to think that Jesus was blue eyes and long hair and he was white. We were taught that. So people, you know, and came up on that and felt like, you know, they couldn't be who they were because of that. But now what society has done is they have made it okay. They're promoting it all on TVs. They're promoting it in Love and Hip Hop, you know, the man. And that's the one thing I do. Now, I might lose a lot of gay clientele over this, but I'm just being honest. You see what I'm saying? I don't think that part's okay. Regardless if I have a lady and I've been with one, a kid, I never let a kid see me kiss her. I've never do those type of performances. All my women, mostly, I deal with so much baby daddy drama. You know, they all have kids. I love kids. But even when I'm with them, I don't let, it's like we're friends. I don't let them see that world, and that's because they should have a choice. They shouldn't be taught it. Right. But I don't like how society is putting it all over the screens and stuff, promoting it like it's okay, which is the same as what they do in music. When we're talking about drugs, Molly Percocet, guns, killing. It's not what they're talking about. It's how they're promoting it like it's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with talking about what they make it seem like, yes, it's okay. And even being gay, loving another woman, you know, it's not in my world, you know. I am very, very spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I grew up in the church, but I also like who I like. I can't help that. If I wasn't with a woman, I would die by myself. A man is my best friend. God is my man. You know what I mean? But I love women, and I can't help what I love and what I like. Right. So I always told myself, even if I was in a relationship, my women to tell you, my lady right now tell you, I said, shit, we be together and we make it till we about 50, 60, but at some point I gotta sleep on the couch, you gotta sleep in the bed, but we can't get there that way. But you know, that goes deeper. You know, people argue with sin and every single thing else, and ain't no sin greater than the other. The same reason somebody judges you because of the color of your skin is the same how I get judged for liking another woman. That's true. But they're not judging themselves for sleeping with that man before they were married. They're not judging themselves from doing all the other 30, 40, 50 fucking sins.
Yeah, that would commit on a daily.
And sins are equal.
Yeah.
All
sins are equal.
Hey, one sec. Lotus has a question for you. Lotus? And it's a little uncomfortable.
Okay.
Have you ever been involved with a female that has gotten pregnant? If so, what were your thoughts and feelings?
Got pregnant?
Yes.
Hell motherfucking no. I already know. I ain't stupid, Lotus. Shit, I got to get them when they already got some kids. I don't even want no woman that ain't got no kids. I like them way older. They gon' fuck because I'm here? Yeah. Fuck you, feed you, be faithful. I like mine about 8, 9 years older than me. If she don't have kids, if she don't like kids, I don't need to deal with her because therefore, as a woman, she's going to eventually want them. And if we don't have a whole bunch of motherfucking money to pay for it and get these eggs placed and everything else, she hasn't fully lived life yet. So I let my women, you know, usually that's why my women are usually from way older than me. I don't usually like that. A lot of young girls attracted to me, but I don't deal with a lot of babies because they haven't lived life yet. They haven't had a child yet. And you know, that's just what that is. But I have dealt with that. But as far as me being in a relationship with her and then the bitch end up pregnant, oh, it's over. You ain't got to worry about that no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we done with that. You feel me?
Because that's just creates a lot of drama. A lot of drama.
It does.
Have you ever been with someone who got pregnant?
I have not. I've came close to a couple of pregnancy scares on my own.
Ooh, let's talk about them.
But in terms of actually being with someone that's had a kid, no, I've not. That'd be a no.
And you talking about why you with them and then they get pregnant. Ain't no motherfucking way. Hell no. It's done. As a matter of fact, it's done with me and you, but if your baby daddy acts stupid, you know what I'm saying, I love kids, so I might just, you know, help you out with some Pampers and whatever else, I do that period, but me and her, we done.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I would leave too, honey.
For real.
Got me bent.
Cut and dry.
It's over. And you ain't tell me and we ain't playing this shit either. Bitch, it's done.
Well, let's go back to dating outside of your race. Would you do it again?
Yes. Now, this is something some of my friends have flipped out over, and it's something that I just haven't really done yet. I've only dated white girls before. Now, that's not something. I purposely have done. Cause listen, I get crap from it by my granny, my mother, sisters.
The
Jarrell.
black girls they a little bit too bald head and they act a little too ratchet, don't they? So that's why you just moved to them at the time, right?
No, like here's now I can kind of give you a backstory, I guess, to why.
Please do.
Now,
I need it.
originally when I was born in Eastern Kentucky, which is like Pikeville, mountains, country people. Majority of the people there are white.
Mm-hmm.
So my aunt's friends, ones I grew up to like look at and be attracted to, are white.
Okay.
Now, when I moved down to Scott County in this area, there was a lot more black people, obviously.
Right.
But the girls at my school weren't really all that attracted to me that much.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess from a young age, my mind has just been gravitated towards white girls. That's what I grew up seeing all the time. So I'm slowly starting to get into it more.
Right.
I've talked to a few black girls before. It just never led to anything of dating.
Okay.
So would I do it again? Obviously, I would, because
Yeah.
I haven't done
You
it
just
anywhere
love
else.
girls. You just ain't found your type in that area.
That's from- yeah, in the area.
Right.
So you ain't never had a black poom poom?
No.
Oh my! Oh, you missed it.
Now-
Oh, my
now
God.
my-
I was that way too,
Yeah.
except for a few years ago.
Now
I was
my
that way too.
fraternity brothers have
Yeah,
told
yeah.
me what I'm missing out on,
They
because
gonna
all of
throw.
them.
Yeah, they gonna throw.
My line brother, he's from Georgia and he's white,
Yeah.
and he doesn't like white girls at all. He won't go near one. He won't talk to one. If we're at two kids at the bar and I'm like, hey, I see these girls. Nah, we're not doing it,
Right.
because he's from Atlanta.
Bad
so
experience.
so all he dates is black
Yeah.
girls.
Yeah.
Always smashes
Right.
black girls.
I
So
see.
it's kind of crazy how it's like flipped around a little bit. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Now
Very
now
interesting, though.
now hopefully one day I can date one, talk to one a little bit deeper.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to find out.
I mean, that goes back to what Stokes was saying about how being influenced as a child really does affect your
Yeah.
perception.
It does in a lot of different areas. Society, like I said, when they start off teaching you this, teaching you that, you should do this. They're training us. They're molding us into it. But it's no different than the same reason why they got the liquor stores in every hood, the drugs down here, the Percocets and everything else. It's all been watched. But you to be who you want to be, you know. And like I said, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But I just. When it comes to that world, like I said, I don't like the way we promote it like it is okay. Because to me, even what I do I think it's okay? I mean, I am who I am, but I mean, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never, ever, ever go into church and marry a woman.
Yeah.
I can be with a woman for the rest of my life or whatever else, but I won't go into church and marry one. To me, that's like lighting a blunt up and smoking it in the church.
Yeah, I see.
But I am who I am.
Yeah.
But I won't disrespect him on those terms in that way. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's for me, I've been throughout a spiritual journey over the last year. It's what resonates with you. If you don't feel comfortable doing something, don't do it. Fuck what everyone else has to say. If it makes you uncomfortable, it makes you uncomfortable. You don't
Right.
have to be a part of it. You don't
Right.
have to go by society standards. If you don't want to do you, boo, for real.
But a lot of kids, that's the thing, coming up, just like you didn't know, just like me and how I grew up, they don't get that part of it. They don't know that. They're surrounded by people that's teaching them this, telling them this. If this happens, you can't do this. If this happened. So they're thinking they're a little weird. They're abnormal.
Yeah.
They dealing with this inner self about themselves of being fake in front of a whole world when they can't be true to themselves, so they can never really be happy because they're afraid what the world might think.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
That's kind of like how I got to where I am now. I was super fucking fake. And I was like, you know what? I can't do it anymore. I was depressed, overweight. Like, it was ridiculous.
Right.
And I got to the point where it's like, you know what? You're going to love me or you're going to hate me.
Right.
But you're going to get the real me, if anything. Because I was sick. Literally. I was sick of it.
And what you just said was the main thing. And that's what a teacher told me in high school. You know, when you get a certain age, you know, at one point, you know, your parents are going to always buy you. My grandma still would buy me a little cute dress if she could, but they're going to always buy you the pink stuff, the girl stuff.
Yes.
But it's only a matter of time before you get a certain age that you want to do what you want to do. And once that comes into your head, you realize what's the worst they can do besides not talk to me or like me. Yeah. And then you old enough to understand they don't even really fucking matter no way in this journey. Yeah. So why in the hell do I care about what the fuck they like anyways? We get our brain develops like that because we've been through things in life where we understand now that Jesus is not white with blue eyes and long hair, although we were taught that. So you start developing your own mind, and you know what I'm saying?
Developing your own mind is so important. Develop your own standards. Lotus has a question for you, Jarrell.
Yes.
He said, were you ever disowned by any of your family members or friends for choosing a white woman? Which you touched on a little bit. But
Oh,
give
no.
me a little more.
It was never like... It was never that deep. Like, every time I've dated a black girl, I've dated a white girl, they've never, like, hounded me or been like, I'm done with you, it's not gonna happen. It's always the kind of like thing like, well, have you even like thought about dating a black girl? Have you thought about this? It was never me bringing home like my girlfriend, my grandparents. They're like, oh hell no, this ain't happening, you're about to go.
Right.
It was always like they would talk to her, like her. If things work out, like I wish it could have gone better, but have you ever thought about dating a black girl? Have you ever tried one? Just different things. So it never got to that extent. It's not going to, because they're not the type of people to they'll just disown me for anything.
Right.
If they see someone, as long as they treat me well and they see that I'm being respectful and they're being in back, that's all I care about. A small bit has to do with race because my granny going to rant. But at the end of the day, if that person is loving me and is not treating me bad, then they're all for him. Invite them over to dinner, Thanksgiving. Yes. That's all that matters.
And you know what? That he said that is very important to what I hit in. Yeah. Because every family is not like that. Some of them will make you want to kill yourself. Some of them will disown you. Now you're making me sitting here between who I love, my world, and this. And I am grateful for that. I can take my lady. I'm very comfortable with that. I couldn't do it in some of my women's homes because their parents don't even know they're really like this. So if we're knocking their mother or whoever it is out of that way of knowing that, we're missing all type of things going on. We're missing vacations together, companionship together with the family, getting to know each other because you're hiding a certain part from them. But you're right, I have a family, and I'm blessed for that, where I can take my lady inside my home and say, when I first started messing with a girl, I could tell my grandmother anything. And I'm so glad she raised me that way. You know what I mean? Because I can come up, Grandma, man, I met this girl today, Grandma, I just like her. You'll bring her home. Yeah. And they're never going to look at me different. I can come in the house with my lady, and I do, like I said, like I don't do with the kids and shit. I'm not going to be kissing and doing all of that. But I can bring my lady inside my home. She can feel absolutely comfortable. She doesn't have to feel different. The kids love her. They love me. And that is very important, to feel comfortable
with your family.
And
yeah, absolutely.
But your lady you was dealing with, she didn't have that. Yeah. Because her family was right. You know what I'm saying? She had to go through a lot.
So hard. Yeah. That's such a hard choice.
And that was the thing for me is I'm the type of person where I'm big on my significant other's family. So if I date them, I want to be able to meet the parents, like chill with the dad and watch sports and all that. And when certain families are like that, it takes that away. It takes like that moment that I might not ever get that connection with their parents or the family because certain ones in there or the whole entire group doesn't fuck with me. Why? Just because I'm black.
Right. Or why? Just because I'm gay.
Exactly.
It ain't got to do with our heart. No matter how much we love. No matter all the great things we're doing. Don't matter if she was with them other 8-9 guys who treated her like shit. And now she's with this woman that does all of this. It doesn't matter because you're a woman. It doesn't matter because you're black. And that's a problem. And that's something with society.
And all they're doing is judging on the surface. That's the crazy thing with this world nowadays, that society plays a large role in our minds through everyday things. That's one thing I hate, is that it is such a big thing in our world now, how society can influence people.
And that's why kids are killing themselves and committing suicide. And a lot of men do it because then the society kills me, where they go through the stage of, well, we'll accept 2 women. That's sexy. And I can have 2 girlfriends. But, if you're a man, I'm not, fuck that shit. I'm not accepting that. Yes. So a lot of them kill themselves, go through what they go through, but you cannot help the way you were born.
Exactly. Lotus made she shared a little bit of her personal life. She said, my mother's side totally disowned me. Hold on. The letters my mother wrote to my father when I was pregnant with my first child were mean. So mean, I spit in her face and never spoke to her until she was on her deathbed. Now, with that being said, I just wanted to ask you guys, for the people who, let's say for the family members who are uncomfortable with being gay or being black or whatever may have you, would you encourage them to continue to reach out to their family, or would you say, you know what, you don't need that stress, let it go?
You know what, dear?
My mic is up.
You know what, dear? I saw TT right there. But you know what, dear? To answer that exact question for you, it has gotten to the point in my life when I love a woman so strongly after that experience happened. I'm damn near to tell her, like, don't tell your mom. Just let her think that because the situation I told you about. Just let her think we are friends. Everything's cool, whatever else it is. But don't say it to her. Yeah. Like, I don't want you to have to go through that. What the word I'm looking for? I don't want her to have to go through that turmoil with her family and life just because she loves me. I don't want her to be knocked out of her circle or anything. So now it's like I don't even want them to know because I know people.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
I feel you. So do you feel like you're hiding?
I don't feel like I'm hiding because I can bring her to my family and we can be together and everything will be just fine. But when I'm dealing with a woman who's never been with a woman, and if her family or someone wouldn't be so happy with her, and her family is she's a very close spirit with her family, she has a great relationship with her family, mess that up. Then I don't want to mess that up because of her love that we have, that we share.
You don't want to put her in that position.
Yeah, so the only thing I can do is give her my family, my world, my treatment from the best point.
Oh, yes, honey. What about you, Jarrell?
I feel the same way. Even with the ex I was talking about that I was dealing with, there were times where, like I said, I tried to them to get them like me and everything. And there were also times where I was just feeling like, does she really need all the stress? Because although it was hard on me, it was hard on her because she's stuck in between of like digging me a lot. Also, her family and her close. So it's like if she chooses me, her family's gonna come at her in a bad way, completely all the time. Versus if she lets me go, then her family's gonna be happy. So for me, it was hard, but for her, it's almost like a lose-lose. Yeah. She could never have one day literally where we're all happy together. It's either legit that her parents are cussing her out on the phone because of me, or like we break up and our parents are like, thank God. But at the same time, she literally went to another black man. So I don't know how good that was going to do her. If her parents took a lot to like me, her mom, going right back to another black man, I don't know how even well that worked out. It didn't work out eventually, obviously. But I just didn't. At one point, I was noticing a lot of stress was putting on her. There were times, I remember one morning, her mother called and woke up. And they were on the phone cussing. It got to the point one day, her parents stopped at her apartment randomly, and I was spending the night. And it's sad to have to do this, but I had to literally go in her roommate's room and lock the door so that they did not know I was in there.
Wow.
Because I knew for a fact if her dad walked in and saw me on the bed, it's either he's gonna cuss at me, we're gonna swing, or I'm gonna call my mom and she's gonna come up here. My mom don't play that. Yeah. My aunt Granny, it would have been a bigger deal. So I remember them asking, why is her door locked and why is it locked this way and how come we can't get in? And I was thinking, if they come in, it's gonna be.
Have y'all ever had an altercation with one of yours?
Well, I'm never going to be honest with you, dear. When it comes to me, whether it's my elderly period, like you can call me a dyke, you can call me whatever else, but I'm not fond of disrespecting my elderly or nothing else. I'll walk away before I actually disrespect them. Yeah. But it has been situations like he said where I didn't have my ex's mom, tell her to go suck a pussy, bitch. Yeah. And that's just things like that, just because they're uncomfortable with the situation and stuff is ridiculous. But I won't take it there. Before I go there, I'll go ahead and leave on away. Now. I'm not going to disrespect my lady's mother or family, although they are being totally ignorant and at this point. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And especially in 2018. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, there was a situation, my first episode of the Rachel Renfro show, my ex's family hopped down there, went in. I was all types of bitches, whores, and everything. You know what? You ain't nobody on this earth gonna break my composure. I will let it go.
Handle that. It should never be a situation or altercation where your mate is getting into it with your mother or father, grandmother, or whoever else. That have to be stopped right then.
Yes.
Even if they family's out of control, you got to let her go on ahead and go. Let's go, y'all wrong. Even if you got to stop talking, ignore some people for a little bit. But yeah.
And I thank him because he did handle the situation. He
Right.
definitely made a comment. They decided to delete their comments. It don't matter because I screenshotted it.
Right.
But whatever. So, but for real, he did. Even though me and him didn't work out, even through this divorce part, he hasn't been perfect, but when he makes a mistake, he attempts to correct it.
Right.
And I definitely, that's going to be my best friend for life, even if we
Right.
can't talk for a few years.
Right.
That's the homie. That's love, no matter what.
Right.
I'm never going to say a bad thing about him just because we didn't work out. If you are ever in love with someone, don't speak bad on them. Especially if you ate the booty like groceries. Don't speak bad on them.
For real.
Don't speak bad on them.
Yeah. For real.
That's facts.
That's right, though. Facts.
Yeah, facts. I so appreciate you guys for being here. We're coming to the end of the show. Is there anything you guys want to say? Wrap it up last minute?
God is good all the time. All the time, God is good.
Hey,
And with that, I'll say preach and amen.
preach. Well, we got 10 minutes, so we got to keep going.
Yeah, that's cool. But I wanted to come in here and express that. But that is some shit to go through. And it's the same thing, though, whether it's race or whether it's sex and gender. It's the shit we go through in society. And like I said, the biggest thing, I am who I am, and I love women. And I'm not going to, I just love them. Man, I said everything about them.
Yeah.
But will I ever promote that? Would I ever let the kids think that's okay? I mean, they are the future. They have to have a mind. They should not be taught that. Because I regret the things that happened in life, what I was taught and was naive to pay attention to. To all of that. Like Jesus is white with blue eyes and long hair. That's what they showed me. That's what they told me.
Paintings.
Yeah, and like I said, it starts with, in my world, boys wear blue, girls wear pink. You do
So
this, you
let
do
me
that.
ask you
feel
this.
me?
Do you ever want to get married?
Well, that can't be. I mean, I could put a promise ring on her finger and say, I promise to be with you. What is marriage besides a piece of paper and a ring? But you go through all of these vows, you express all of this, and then I done met a lot of couples that's married that do the same exact fucked up shit somebody do when they single or if they was in a regular relationship.
Yeah.
So that ring and that piece of paper don't mean nothing. If I love you at heart and my soul for myself, then okay. But as far as shit, hell no, I'm not going around no motherfucking owl with no motherfucking tuxedo on or nothing else. I got to wear my own dress if
I mean,
was.
honestly, I feel you.
But
I don't think
not
I'm ever
get married
gonna
in no church,
yeah.
put my hand on no Bible, and sit here and exchange no vows with no woman. I'm not against those who do.
Right.
I don't have nothing, you know what I mean? And
Right.
to each is his own, but I'm not gonna do that.
Right. I feel you.
feel
No,
me?
for real. Because I don't know if I'd ever want to. I want to get married. We can have the ceremony. We can do all that. But as far as getting the government involved,
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Right.
Because to me, it's not that piece of paper that makes the marriage. It's those
Right.
words that you speak to that person in that moment. That is a spell, is what I call
Right.
it. You're
Right.
you're uniting your soul with someone else's soul. You don't need the government's approval for that. I'm sorry, you
Exactly.
absolutely don't.
Those words go a lot farther than what's written on the paper.
Exactly. Yes.
It does.
Absolutely.
And nowadays, like I said, they don't respect that paper or that ring sometimes.
No,
You
they
know,
don't.
and that's why it's been so many divorce, and you know what I'm saying. But nah.
Nah, I'm not.
If I'm gonna be with you, if we want to be together for the rest of our life, let's be together for the rest of our life. Not only that, but not the rest. I already told you my philosophy, how I felt about that. By the time I get about 50, 60, you know what I'm saying? But what was I gonna say on the other note of that? About that piece of paper and marriage.
Take your time.
I know. I forgot. I was trying to think of what you had just said about when you got.
I had brought up how I don't want to get the government involved again.
Yes, that's exactly what you said. Now it seems like when people getting divorced and every single thing else, it's like a whole bunch of extra shit to go on with it. Bills, this, can't do this getting taken. It's like I see a lot of women broken
Yes.
after marriage, and a lot of men that also suffer on the financial side.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And that's
It's
why
like,
they're
it's
not
crazy.
getting married. That's why men a lot of these days are not getting married
Yeah.
because in the end
They
get fucked over.
Yes, they do.
And it is rare, but I'm the type of person, I literally gave him everything.
Right.
I said, I'm keeping my last name, but you can have everything.
Yes,
I did not want nothing but my freedom.
Can I ask you a question, dear?
Yes,
Since
ma'am.
This is uncomfortable conversations.
ma'am.
What happened? Did he cheat?
We were together for a total of 8 years. Mm-hmm. Throughout the 6 years, there was multiple infidelity issues, and things of that nature.
Right.
The biggest infidelity happened 8 months before we got married.
Right.
And I did not take the proper time to heal.
Right.
So I got married in a rush, and then got in and was like, oh shit, I don't want to do this. I chose the wrong partner. It's really that simple. And
Right.
we outgrew each other.
Right.
But, you know, in his head, he was thinking, I chose to be with you for the rest of my life. In my head, it wasn't like, I didn't, you know, everyone knows marriage is to death do us part, but you have to feel
he didn't do
that.
a good job of letting you know you were secure and playing on his part on the end.
That was part of it.
Yeah.
The biggest reason why I left was because of me. I wanted to know who I was. I was with that man since I was 15. I didn't know who I was.
Right.
That was beyond the cheating, the lies, beyond all of that. Because at the end of the day, you can work it out with anybody.
Right.
Beyond that, I just wanted to know who the fuck Rachel Renfro is.
Right.
So that's exactly what I did. I left and found out who she was.
Yeah, because you were a baby too. And you know what? I tell people, a lot of people, I say a lot of women that get married at that young age, or people, period, 19, 20, they usually don't last, because forever is a very long time. So if you're going to be in a relationship with somebody, or marry or be with them since you're 19, 20 years old, and think that you're just not going to go through anything, it'd be better to go through that, because next thing you know, you with this person all this time, then by the time they get in their 30s, they be like, damn, it's the only thing I've been doing. I want to feel this. I really feel, if I was with a man, which I never will be, but if I was with one and I had to get married or any single thing, I wouldn't have still been married till I was about 45.
Yeah.
40. I would have lived life, did all of that, knew that's what I wanted to do. Yeah.
That is what I learned.
That's the thing. Like, marriages, even people in high school that I went to high school with, they're my age. I'm 21. I've known a handful of people now who's getting married, having kids at a young age. And I'm like, it's best to experience life while you're young now, so that you know what you want for sure when you're older. Now, granted, it is rare for some cases to work out. Like my grandparents, my granny was with my granddad for 48 years. That's a long time. She was with them since she was 19. That's all she ever knew.
Right.
But granted, did that work out? Yes. They had, because I'm still learning about, she told me the hard times they've had back and forth. That's not always the case. I have my friends. I even had a case one time. I was at work, and a guy came through the drive-thru, and he's maybe 19 years old, and he just got married. And I was like, so how's it going? How's your marriage? He looked at me and was like, like a struggle already.
Right.
Like, you just got married.
Because
Like,
he wasn't grown. He wasn't mature. He didn't know yet.
that's why it's best to live, and this is my personal opinion, because I won't want to get married one day, but not for a while. Because I want to be able to live my life fully, figure out what I want, who God put me on this earth to be. So when I do get married, I know for sure
you can be the best man you can be, because you know yourself.
Church, honey,
Yeah,
church. Ooh, I felt that in my spine.
For real.
That's how you have to do
You
something.
can't, and until you can get yourself together, know you and be you, you can't never lead them. Until you got to be able to lead them, love everything. But I've been through a lot. Like, once again, like I said, from a child, I just had that'll be another day when you have that topic in. But I've been through a lot of things, and as a youth, a lot of things come into you. You will carry over to your adulthood, especially if you never got help from them. You know what I'm saying? You just do. It's very important to realize who you are before you can lead somebody.
Yes.
You have
Amen.
to.
And that's the thing. Not bashing on him, disclaimer. He didn't have a lot of men in his life. He didn't know how to be a good husband. I didn't know how to be a good wife.
Babies
trying to make babies. Where do they do that? No.
No, they do it a lot of places. It happens though.
Yeah, it happens.
And y'all try to do the right thing, what they would say, biblical term, everything else. It's time to get married.
Yes.
People always think when it's time that married, and a lot of people do it. A lot of men that's been cheating and everything else. That's why their relationships don't go well, because they want to put a ring on it, not because this is what I want to do. Spend this time. I love you. It's like, she got really forgive me for this time. I really fucked up this time, so now it's time to put the ring on it and do that. You know what I mean?
Woo,
so now
stop, because that's literally exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Exactly
because I've met a lot of women like that. They like, damn, now if I gotta propose, I gotta take it there. But then it never works, because your mind frame wasn't right and you wasn't ready to, and you was doing what you wanted to do. So now that she's taking you in, you had this big ceremony and everything's great. What happens? 2 months later comes reality. 3, 4 months later.
Yes.
You're still gonna be who you was. If you want to be a cheerleader, that's what you want to do right now. If you want to do this, that's what you want to do right now. You know what I mean? Though, dear?
And you know what? To wrap it up, the way that I was getting my lashes done. Yay, check those out. LaRonda Washington, she hooked me up. I was explaining, you know, talking in the salon or whatever. And I was explaining to her that I wasn't shit. Like, I was not shit. And it's okay to admit that.
Right.
And I told her that just wasn't me. And she said, maybe that was you. That just wasn't the best version of you. And it really hit me because that was me. I did do those things. I've done quite a few things to get rid of my pain that I'm not proud of. That was me. I learned from it, and now this is me. And that's okay. Like, everyone is so scared to say, I fucked up. I used drugs. I used, you know what I'm saying, alcohol to get through my pain.
Yes.
It's okay. We have all been there.
Yes.
You don't have to be scared to admit those things. That is why I am so open about my life on social media, because I want y'all to see we can get through this together. We don't have to do this by ourselves.
Right.
That's very true, because everyone deals things with their own way and grows in their own way, just like you said for that example. My granddad, he passed away on March 9th. And after that, there were times to get through the pain, I would just drink alcohol and get drunk just to kind of get through it. But like later realized that it isn't the best way to go through it. But that's what time I did at the moment. And I'm not proud of it. But at the end of the day, I did it. I learned from it and I grew from it.
We should have a topic about that one day. I want to, whenever you have that discussion.
About what? Exactly.
About because this is a very big thing, and I'll talk to you outside of here, but dealing with alcohol or drugs or escaping it from pain and society and the world, and I'm about to
that's a whole thing.
Talk
Yes,
about that,
ma'am.
and how your youth has an impact on your adulthood and the world altogether, and what's happening now.
Ooh, yeah, that's a little teaser.
Like the Percocet, Molly Percocet, you know, that makes it seem like it's all cool. It's a lot going on. We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, we're gonna get it. Well, our time is up for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for all of your comments. Thank you, Jarrell and T Stokes, for coming in. Stokey, for joining us today. You know I love you guys so much. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world and you chose to be here. Y'all know I love y'all for that. We gonna mute these mics so they can't say nothing else. No, just kidding. But seriously, all right, quick reminders. Share this video for me one time. Help me grow. Let's be united. Wakanda forever or whatever. Y'all know I just seen that movie like 2 months ago. Don't judge me. Anyways, this Friday is our historical debate segment where we go through a moment in time that is debatable and we talk about it. This Friday's topic is Black Wall Street. If you do not know what Black Wall Street is, look it up by Friday, because we got plenty of things to talk about. Most people don't even know there was a Black Wall Street, but we're going to fix that today. If you want to be on any of the rest of this week, it is Relationship Week. Just email us. Let us know if you want to be on the show. Clearly, we got some juicy topics to talk about. Lotus, you are just everything, girl. She's so supportive. She's supporting y'all in the comments.
Appreciate that.
Yes, we do.
And that's it, guys. Thank you again for being here. Y'all know I love you. I love you. I love you. There is this thing that I was supposed to do that I did not do. But we're gonna do it like that. All right. Bye, guys. Have a good evening. I love you. The Rachel Renfro Show is for entertainment purposes only. The Rachel Renfro Show is for entertainment purposes only.